Another saint who had apparently had some frightening encounters with the devil was the Italian Saint Pio of Pietrelcina, also more commonly known as simply Padre Pio, who was particularly known for exhibiting persistent stigmata for most of his life. Padre Pio was also well known for his frequent and often quite violent battles with the devil. On one occasion, a Friar Alessio found him lying bloodied and bruised within his quarters, and when Padre Pio was questioned, he said that he had been attacked by either Satan or one of his demons, which had left him with 3 broken ribs. In 1906, one night Padre Pio heard footsteps coming from the next room, which he took to be those of his friend Friar Anastasio. He went to the window and tried to call out to invite him over for a chat, but found that no sound would issue forth from his mouth. That was when he noticed a large black hound sitting menacingly upon a nearby window ledge. He supposedly said of what happened next. "I saw the big dog enter through the window, and there was smoke coming from his mouth. I fell on the bed and I heard a voice from the dog that said, 'Him it is. It is him.' While I was still on the bed, the animal jumped to the ledge of the window, then to the roof, and disappeared." This sort of encounter would allegedly occur throughout Padre Pio's life, with the devil and other demons often assaulting him, dragging him from his bed, striking him, or tossing him around the room. On other occasions, he was kept from sleep by banging on the walls or floor, or even being spat upon by an unseen presence. These attacks would intensify to the point that they came on a nearly nightly basis. And the devil came for him in many guises, apparently for the purpose of tricking, tempting, or beguiling him. One friar, Gabriel Amorth, would say of these varied forms, "The devil would appear to him as an ugly black cat, or in the shape of a truly repugnant animal. The obvious intent was to fill him with terror. Other times, demons came as young girls, nude and provocative, performing obscene dances to test a young priest's chastity. But Padre Pio sensed his greatest danger when the devil tried to deceive him by taking on the form of one of his superiors, or in a sacred form, such as the Lord, the Virgin, or Saint Francis himself." The devil was supposedly particularly infuriated by Padre Pio's work as an exorcist, and had apparently been cast out many times by the man. Indeed, these possessed people would often immediately recognize Padre Pio when he arrived, and would go absolutely ballistic, berating and cursing him with shocking profanity and vile fervor. One of Padre Pio's colleagues, a Father Tarcisio of Cervinara, would say of this, "More than once, before leaving the body of a possessed, the devil has shouted, 'Padre Pio, you give us more trouble than Saint Michael. Also, Father Pio, do not steal the bodies from us and we will not bother you.'" The devil would supposedly taunt Padre Pio in other ways as well, including sending an actual letter that appeared as merely splotches across a page until holy water was sprinkled upon it to make the characters legible. By 1964, Padre Pio was in relatively bad health and getting weaker in the face of such assaults. One attack in 1964 left him severely injured with a bruised spine and numerous cuts. But by this time, Padre Pio was at peace and confident in his ability to ultimately keep the devil at bay. Holding no more fear towards this inexorable demonic force, he would say in his final days, "The human soul is the battlefield between God and Satan. The devil is like a rabid dog tied to a chain. Beyond the length of the chain, he cannot seize anyone. And you, keep at a distance. If you approach too near, you let yourself be caught. These devils don't stop striking me, even making me fall down from my bed. They even tear off my shirt to beat me. But now they do not frighten me anymore. Jesus loves me. He often lifts me and places me back on my bed." Padre Pio became a priest in the year 1910 That same year, he experienced stigmata for the first time. That is, bodily marks corresponding with the wounds suffered by crucified Jesus. Though it eventually healed, he would experience stigmata again in 1918. This time, it remained with him until his death, September 23, 1968. These and other signs of His Holiness drew growing numbers of pilgrims to him. He was noted for his charity and piety and was canonized in 2002 by Pope John Paul II. He will forever hold the title of Saint Pio of Pietrelcina. If you would like to know more about Padre Pio, you can simply visit padrepio.pietrelcina.com. As you can see on this final image, his body is on display, I believe, at the sanctuary of Padre Pio of Pietrelcina in a province close to Pietrelcina, not exactly in Pietrelcina. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Humble storyteller, Twisted Hairs, out.